Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Etta here. I am doing hopefully a quick video because it's actually the introduction to a small series that I'm going to do. I had a couple of people ask me about doing a video on my wax stash, and for the longest time I thought no, because for one, my stuff wasn't inventoried. I hadn't had time to work on it in quite a while. But I had mentioned before that my oldest son got married and he recently moved out. So he was staying in the room that's above the garage. So my husband said that I could use that room. Well, we decided that I could use that room to store a lot of Scentsy items because this room was just getting too overcrowded because I have like my big lights that I like to use for doing the videos, and with all the wax that was here and stuff, I had run out of room in my little cube cubbies that I use to store the wax. So we decided that I'm going to use that room above the garage to store a lot of my stuff. So anyways, in doing so, I got some more little cube containers to put them in. It's those little collapsible fabric kind of little cubes. And I thought, okay, I have to organize it anyways. I'm going to be working on it. And I thought it would actually be good to know myself just how much I have and what do I have. Because a lot of times things don't get warmed because I forget that I have those items. And it's good to face truth. It's not always easy, but it's good. So I had to face some truths. I've been saying that I needed to kind of cut back on how much I was buying and what I was getting. And in doing this inventory, I definitely solidified that for myself. I really do need to work on what I have, work on warming it and using as much as I can. I'm not going to cancel my Scentsy clubs because some of those scents I have waited years for them to come back, and I finally got them, and I'm not going to cancel what I have. I'm going to continue to enjoy it, but I'm going to be very much more mindful of what I have and what I need to use. So my truth is I have too much wax. My truth is I've been working on collecting this wax for over 3 years. My truth is the money used to buy this wax could obviously be better served in other areas. The truth is I work very hard and very many long hours and for very many years to get to a place where not just waste money. No, I don't like to waste money, but I work very hard for what I do have, and I can be comfortable with the purchases that I've made. Again, I do believe that the money could be better served elsewhere, but I do believe that I deserve to have some things for myself. I'm not the type of person to buy luxurious items. It's just not who I am. It's not what I want. And I don't fault anyone who does. People are going to spend their money where they want to spend it. I do give at church, and my husband and I, as a family, we give more than what I've ever spent on wax. So I don't feel like I spend more on wax than I give back to God, and I can feel comfortable with that. I do feel like maybe I could probably give more than if I'm spending some of it on wax. I could probably give more to the church, maybe a little bit more to some other charitable organizations, and I will do so. But I'm also going to enjoy what I like. So anyways, those are my truths, and they're not always easy to deal with, but I believe in truth, and I believe in owning up to things. So anyway, what I did was I went through all of my wax. I separated it, and I if I had like 5 of a particular scent, I put 1 to the side, put the other 4 away. And I took each individual scent and put it to the side. All the duplicates I put back into the little cubby cubes, which I still have some to put away because I just got my cubes in yesterday, the other ones, and I haven't had time to put those away. But originally I started with a Scentsy box, not a large Scentsy box, but a medium-sized one. And I thought, oh, I'll probably fill this one. Well, yeah, I filled it. And then I had to get another box. And I had this bigger Amazon box. And I thought, oh, I'll probably put some in here. And then I'll take the ones from that Scentsy box and move it into this box. And it'll probably hold all of the wax. I filled that box too. And that's when I realized I have way too much wax. And I do need to use what I have and enjoy it and not, maybe not hoard as much as I have been. There are going to be some scents I'm probably not going to want to use up right away. But so anyways, when I separated out the singles, what I did was I put them all, I have those little trolley carts that have like the 3 tiers. And I have 2 full-size ones of those. And I didn't quite fill up both of them, but I did almost fill them up. So I'm going to show you a quick picture of what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that. So I have a black one and a white one. And let's see. Here's a picture of the black one. And here's a picture of the white one. So I ended up, let's see if I have here, I had written it down because the first box that I filled, I was stacking them and making rows, and that box ended up holding 120. And the second box held, it was over 200. It was a little over 200. Not much, just a little bit. Right around 200, let's say. So that would have been about 320. And then I used one of the little cube container things to put the individual license bars. And I think I counted around, maybe around 30, a little bit over 30. So needless to say, I had over 300 individual bars of wax, different scents. So, and technically, in all honesty, being truthful, technically, I actually have a few more than that. Not many, just a few. For instance, in the bars, let's say in the licensed bars, I had Just One Bite, which was from the Villains collection. Well, I counted it because it's an individual bar that I have, but technically, I still have the little set because I bought 2. I have an entire set of the Villains collection. So I actually have the Ursula and the Maleficent, but they're not loose bars. They're part of a set. I have one of the holiday collections from, well, actually the Scents of the Season. I have, in my loose bars, I have the Gingerbread Hugs and Blue Christmas, but I counted Blue Christmas in a different area, and the Wassail Wonderland. Well, technically, I also have the Cookies for Santa because I have 2 extra bags of that. So I have that. And then there were some ones that I don't have in the loose bars because maybe I have the brick, and so I don't have any of the bars. So I didn't count bricks at all, and I didn't count basically the extras that would be in my full collection pieces that I have. So anyways, and then I separated them. I knew there was no way I could do a video going over 300 plus scents. So I figured I would do them as a series, and I separated them into Scent of the Month, Bring Back My Bars, LTOs, limited time offers. Then I had this little small section, and I kind of did this one more so because there's quite a few, there's not that many in this section, but there's quite a few in that section that I really only had one bar. I named it clearance/flash sale because there were bars that I was able to pick up in some flash sales probably a couple of years ago that I only got one bar because if I didn't know what it smelled like, I didn't want to buy a bunch of the bars. And I've held on to them in hopes that maybe they'd come back and bring back my bar and I'd warm it then to see what it smells like. So I have some in my clearance flash sale section. Then I have a section that I basically considered discontinued, and the discontinued would be basically those remaining that would not be considered current. I say discontinued because they could have been from just this previous fall-winter catalog that are considered discontinued. They may come back, they may not. And then other bars that have been discontinued that didn't come back, and I still have bars of those. Then I have the license collection. And then my very last one was just the bars that I have from the current spring-summer 2021 catalog. So I figured I would do maybe a section on each and kind of go over each one and how many I have in each one because I had to do an inventory for myself. So I'm not going to go over my actual final numbers at this point. I'll maybe do that on the very last video of the series, but I just kind of wanted to say what I did was I went and I counted all the warmers that I have in the house. Now, I added to the actual numbers because I said I was going to do that room where my oldest son used to sleep, and I'm planning on putting 3 full-size warmers in there. So I added 3 to my number of full-size warmers that I have in the house, which I had 14. That's going to put me at 17. I have 3 mini warmers in the house. I'm currently using one Yankee Candle warmer that uses the melt cups, which I said I use Scentsy wax in those little melt cups. I have some other Yankee warmers, but my sons use that and they use the actual Yankee melt cups. And then I have a dish that I keep in my kitchen on the stove in the warming zone, and I use wax there. So I determined based on the number of cubes that I normally do for each warmer, and assuming that I would do wax 2 times a week, because there's probably going to be some times where I might change and do 3 times in a week, but there's going to be some times when just I'm busy or the scent's doing really well, and I might not do more than 2 times a week. I might even do 1 if it's really, really good, or I'm really busy, or vacation, or anything like that. And I determined based on the number of bars that I have total in my inventory as of April 2nd when I did my inventory, that with the licensed bars and the number of warmers and the number of times per week and the cubes that I would use, that I traditionally use, that it would take me 106 and a half weeks to go through my inventory. It would take me, and I converted that to years, and that's 2.04 years. So it would take me 2 years. I knew that I had more, at least a year's worth. So it would take me 2 years to get through my inventory. And like I said, that does not include the full sets of license collections that I have, and that does not include my bricks. And we know I'm going to continue to get like the scent of the month, and I'll continue to get my club. So I need to work on my inventory. So I plan on doing the series for you and telling my truth as to how much I actually have of each thing. And my plan is, since I put the individual bars in the rolling carts that I have right here, that I will work on those. My basket of open bars is kind of full right now. I didn't even include in my inventory the Life's a Garden collection because I basically have opened all of them except for the pineapple mint. I can't bring myself to use that one yet because I just didn't like it on Cold Sniff, and things could change when I warm, but I just haven't brought myself to do that. I did warm, and I wanted to include this because I did do the Life's a Garden first sniffs recently. I was very pleasantly surprised with the strawberry basil. I didn't like that one. In fact, I put that in tied for last place with the pineapple mint on Cold Sniff, and I really liked it warm. Now, I will say, a little caveat to that is I did not warm it by itself. I usually try to warm the scents by themselves first and then maybe mix it with something. But given that I didn't like the way it smelled either on Cold Sniff, I thought, okay, I want to try it, but I don't want to put it by itself. So I mixed it. I had an open bar of Summer Rain. And because that basil had a kind of a greenery scent to me, I thought, well, let me do it with the Summer Rain and see how it does. And I actually did it in two different areas. I'm going to say, I was trying to think if I did it in here. I don't remember at this point. I know one of them was in the mud room, but I think I did it in here also. And no, the half bath. That's what it was. Because I was like, I know I got a good feel for it in one of the rooms. I kept trying to go into the mud room, but I don't go in there very often. But it's easy for me to walk into the half bath. So I kept going in there and I kept saying, wow, it smells good in here. Wow, it smells good in here. And I had to keep reminding myself that it was the strawberry basil mixed with the Summer Rain. And I really, really enjoyed it. So I was very happily pleased with that one. I did apple, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. The apple one, I did that one in the kitchen in the little warmer dish that's on my stove. I really enjoyed that one. I thought it smelled really, really good. I did the chamomile daisy. I don't have a good feel for that one because I wound up mixing that one based on a comment that I had gotten. And I was very interested to see how it would do mixed with jade and jasmine. And Cold Sniff, they smelled really good together. But I think jade and jasmine just overpowered it. So I really didn't get a feel for the chamomile daisy. And what is the other one? Oh, the lavender violet. I warmed 1 cube, but I completely forgot about it. I had put it in the laundry room and totally forgot about it. By the time I remembered, I couldn't smell it anymore. So I knew, okay, I'm going to have to do that one on a different day. I'm going to do that one probably in my bedroom and see how I like it there. But anyways, I've already gone off topic. I just wanted to go over what my plans are for my series that I'm going to try to do. And I'm probably going to try to record several of them on the same day because this week actually for me is a very busy week at work, and I'm not going to have too much time. So I'm going to try to do them maybe after work, maybe record a couple of different ones. And then I hope my plan is to try to have them all up by the end of next week. So today is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to everyone. So today is April 4th. So my hope is to have them all done by April 11th. And I will have, even though I am trying to cut back on how much I purchase, I will be making a couple of purchases this month. This month, being April, is my birthday month, and I try to treat myself to what I want to get in April with Scentsy. So like I know I'm probably going to pick up a whiff box. There is I know the Mother's Day release is tomorrow, and I think there's a body cream and a sugar scrub, which I'm not a very big body cream person because I have very oily skin. So I've never been the type of person that felt like they needed to use a lot of body cream. So I'll buy a hand cream every now and then and use that every now and then, mostly in the wintertime. And the sugar scrubs, I actually still have a bunch of those. So personally, I don't need either one of those items. But I believe there was going to be a new bar that's going to release tomorrow as part of the Mother's Day collection. So I'm probably going to just go ahead and put that directly into my club because I'm not going to make a purchase for one item. But I do have a purchase that I'm going to need to make soon because I had someone who had wanted the I had to do like the pre-order sale on the what was it, the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack, and I need to go ahead and fulfill that because it recently came available, and so I need to fulfill that. And when I do that, I'll probably pick up on some bars or something then, and pick up on some other things maybe this month that I really wanted to get for myself. So, but those are my truths. That's my plan. If you have any ideas of how you would like to see the videos, my sister gave me a really great idea. I personally don't know that I can do it, but and I thought it was so cute. She was talking about, like, you know, at the end of a movie where you see the credits rolling up, maybe having like all the names of the bars rolling up, and I thought that was such a great idea. I just don't think I'm technologically advanced enough to do that, but I might try something if I can. I don't know if I can, but if you have any other ideas, when I organized the ones from the current catalog, I did do them by category. So like I did all the fruity together, all the fresh, you know, so that I could see what I have and I could use the catalog to go over it. I am going to go look for like limited time offer items that I still have that maybe has scent descriptions on it so that I can at least go over those with you. And I'm looking forward to doing this, and I'm actually looking forward to using some of these bars, especially some of these ones that I've been holding on to for over 2 years that I've never ever tried because I only had one bar and I just didn't want to use it. I'm gonna have to use it, and I would love to know again, single individual scents. I'll have the number, I'll have the exact number on my first video in the series, but I know it was around 330. It was around that number. So I would love to know, because I know there are other wax addicts out there, and I started purchasing in late 2018, and I know there are people who have been buying way longer than I have. Maybe you do a much better job of keeping up with your inventory and using it and not overbuying like I have. But I'd love to know if you have that many, if you're willing to admit to that. Again, it's not always easy to look in that mirror and admit to what you've done or what you do, but there's something freeing about doing that. I am not perfect. I don't claim to be. I don't think anyone else is. I would never, ever judge anyone for having 10 times the amount of wax that I do. If that is how you choose to spend your money and your time, and for instance, there could be somebody who has double the amount of wax that I have and maybe spent less on it because maybe they do a better job of hosting parties and having rewards and half price items, and maybe they've done a great job of that, better than I ever have. And you know, so they could have spent way less than I did and have way more. So you know, I'm not going to make that kind of judgment. That's not for me to say. I just thought, if I'm going to share this information, I'm going to be truthful with you and say that I have way too much wax. I enjoy what I get. I enjoy using it. The money could be served better elsewhere. I plan on giving more to the church and to charitable donations, although I already give more than what I've ever spent on wax. But that's for me to decide, and that's for me in my heart to live with, and I'm okay with what I do. But I do believe that I can always do better. And anyways, if you have any ideas of how you'd like me to show you what I have. I'll try to get pictures of my actual cubes and all the wax that I have. But if you have any other suggestions, I would love to hear what you've got. And I'd love to hear if you're in the same boat as me. There's something comforting also in knowing that you're not the only one. Just like when I ask, am I the only one who doesn't like a certain scent? And people comment to me and say, I don't like that scent either. There is something very comforting in knowing that we're in this together, that we have similar downfalls, similar strengths, similar whatever. And it's part of being a person who enjoys wax. And I just wanted to share that with you. And I hope that you'll come back. I hope that you'll like this video. I hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't. And like I said, I will try to get the videos done within the next week. And I should have, based on the categories that I just said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have 7 videos. Wow, that's a lot of videos to get done in a week, but I'll try. And if it seems like I'm not able to get them all done in that week, I will let you know. But anyways, I look forward to seeing you here. I wish that you could actually walk in and come see what I have and be shocked along with me. But until then, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. And happy Easter to everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.